Hello, everybody. Oh, yes, we're all so in it. And this is exactly normal. This is so normal. And I see you, all of you, in all the struggle and the emotions and the fears and the insecurities and the effort. And this is eclipse season. And first of all, you're doing all so well. You're leading yourself in your ways and are open for my guidance to lean even more in. And this is really big. This is really big work. And so we're in the midst of the portal. It is the most intense time where the biggest themes around this eclipse come up, which is Scorpio and Taurus, which is around the shadows, around finances and relationships and wealth and values and the beauty of life and enjoying life and pleasure. And in order to rise to a new reality and lifestyle where we have more of these qualities, we have to go through the depth of the Scorpio. That's things that is uncomfortable, that will bring up all the different emotions and thoughts and belief systems and fears that are not having us live it right now, and we go through it collectively as well. So there is a lot of growth happening on a collective level, and you all feel it in a different way. But what I want to say is that wait until the 5th of where the second eclipse is in Scorpio. That will be very much activating. And also then around the 8th, 9th, 10th, it will be, the clarity will land. So this time now is to lean in to the change, because this is what eclipse is about. They emphasize, amplify the change that is required to have us evolve. And so when you resist change, and when you cling onto the need for clarity and the need for having it's figured out, and holding on to old concepts that we have been doing so far, it does not work. The resistance just rises and you will spiral out. So me included, I noticed that certain patterns of, I have already done it. It has been always that way. I used to do it. I need to know this to make the next step. It's not working anymore. And from the human design perspective, we have, especially today's the last day of the transits where emoting is on, and emoting is a lot of emotions that come up. And always know that this is not you. This is the neutrino field activating something in you, that you can become more of you when you have the passenger consciousness of the mind and not trying to control the mind. So we cannot approach it with aspects of mindset or just looking at the beliefs. We have to look at the body. We need to get into the body. That's the entire purpose of human design, to drop into the body. So for everybody in here, you practices not how do I control my brain and my mind. It's the body work, really somatic nervous system work. The biggest centers that I see right now flaring up is the ego, the mind, and the root. And the spleen with regards to, everything. Like I could also say the sacral with the pushing, but definitely more the spleen around the fears of the future, the root around pressure and wanting to push forward and wanting to be productive, and the restlessness and ungrounded energy, adrenal fatigue, everything that is in the lower parts of the body is in the detriment, as well as and causes pressure, as well as the upper, the thoughts, the minds, even too much thinking of the vision and crafting the vision. Like, let the vision and these pieces be shown to you. Lean back and trust that this is a time of one more week. Can you trust and lean in that the clarity will land? This is about sitting with the discomfort and grounding and breathing through it, and not even trying to get rid of the discomfort with the mind. And when you don't feel to create content, then you don't feel to create content. That's okay too. But this is really a best time to step into your leadership and lead yourself through it with my work, and not forcing, but really the highest priority is dropping into the body and connecting back to where you find clarity. And clarity comes when the body is calm. And that's the biggest piece, that this year is so unstable, and this is always what gets shown to you right now is what you're here to learn and to teach others. And so the emoting, the emotions, there's a lot of creative energy as well. So if you feel moody and are in these emoting phase, then there's a lot of creativity when you lean in. Like all these artists and musicians, they brought the most beautiful pieces from deep phases like these. And mostly it is, the faster you can let go of the resistance, the faster the clarity comes. It's really sitting in the void right now, and we are all in it. The entire collective is in it. And so always knowing that this is you are deconditioning. You are in a phase which I went through last year at this time, where it peaked with Henry's death, and then going into design and this full deconditioning into being a projector. And even this month for me, it comes again, it gets shown again to get to my next level. I cannot hold on to certain things that cause pressure, and you have to let go. That's the 44, the spleen is surrendering. And surrendering not into, oh, just trust and whatever. No, surrendering is powerfully not going there because it's unhealthy. Pushing through it is unhealthy. And so this is really trusting that even if you take one day off and not needing answers now, takes the pressure off, and you will make space for the answers. So I want to all invite you to step back for one day, even from your own self-awareness and your own analysis and your own inner work, and nourish your body. And even if it's just sitting in the sun and doing nothing. Because how can you hold a client who spirals out like you do right now? How can you hold them when you cannot hold yourself through it? I breathe because I hold all of you right now, and I'm sitting in the sun and I'm doing my work as well. And I was doing that the last month so that I can hold powerfully people like you. But I'm not holding it. I'm holding not you in terms of you lean into me. I'm holding that space and breathing, and I feel you and I see you and I feel the discomfort with my projector aura. And I see how much effort and work you put into, while the work is to let go. And that's the scary thing, to not have the answers and trust they will be shown to you when the nervous system is calm, when you drop into the body. So whenever I see a lot of you looking at the chart and looking at the transit and trying to translate it and finding beliefs and analyzing it and looking what was working, no. Sit with it. Ask the universe, feel into your authority, connect to your body first. Super important. And take the pressure off. You don't have to have it figured out now. Can you trust for one more week and continue what you're doing, leading yourself and trying to not be professional online? Trying to not have the perfect message. Maybe you can say, you know what, I'm feeling like a mess right now. And opening up vulnerably and showing yourself as a human. How does this feel? Because this is the strength of being human. And knowing that this is a phase, it will go over. And I'm leading myself not by leadership and professional. No, it's like, yeah, Sometimes it's uncomfortable, and sometimes we have fears. And you are okay. You have money on the bank account. You have a job. You have a business. You have the mission. You have come so far. You have everything that's needed. You have the gifts of your vision. You have the gifts of human design. You have support here. You're doing the work. Shift your perspective on what is working. You ask for different, this is different. And if you were your ideal client, what would you tell them? Because you are now your best client. Breathe, sit with it. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's really, it's okay. It's okay. You're safe. Take a deep breath. Relax your belly. Relax your body. Relax your forehead. Relax your shoulders. Take it slower and slower. Being more present, not rushing into the future. Listen to the birds in the background. There's nothing to rush. There's nothing to rush because the world is rushing. And no matter how many of best concepts we are and tools, if you don't sit in your body and are really the eye of the storm, this is it. You just sit there and you observe. And you see what is real and what is fake illusion. And you look at the Maya and you look at the program and you can see the program like, yeah, I see you. I'm not part of you anymore. My body is more stable, more anchored. There's nothing to rush. I have the clarity in my body, and the mind is the passenger, and things will evolve. This week will pass, and you will look back and go like, fuck, that was a pressure cooker. And I have learned so much in the overall picture of an entire year. What is 1 week? In the overall picture of your entire business. Don't go back and tell the story about, oh, this has not been working and it's always so. No, be present. No stories. Don't spiral out. Because when you tell again the stories, you create them again. So, clean slate, sit in, observing, connecting. This is the new way. This is the new paradigm. This is the work. Staying in the body when past 2027, the world really gets crazy. That is it. So take a deep breath. You are enough, and you don't have anything to rush. I see you. I'm here for you. And we take it step by step.